The series kicks off with Wednesday Addams, a high school student, finding her brother Pugsley tied up in a locker. She sees a psychic vision of his bullies, whom she unleashes a bag of piranhas into the pool to get revenge on the bullies tormenting her brother, resulting in her getting expelled. Her parents, Morticia and Gomez, decide to enroll her in Nevermore Academy, their alma mater, and a school for outcasts in Jericho, Vermont. Principal Larissa Weems, Gwendolyn Christie, a shapeshifter and Morticia's old rival, welcomes Wednesday, but seems to have an agenda. She meets her roommate, Enid, her complete opposite. Meanwhile, the remains of a hiker is found near Nevermore, apparently attacked by a wild animal. Wednesday's parents release Thing, a sentient disembodied hand, to watch over her as they leave. She duels with Bianca, the popular girl, after Bianca bullies a boy named Rowan. Throughout this first episode, it is slowly revealed that Wednesday has some sort of psychic powers, where she can see into the future and sometimes see how people will die. Later, Wednesday is nearly killed by a falling gargoyle, but is saved by Bianca's ex-boyfriend, Xavier. After escaping her court-ordered therapy session, Wednesday meets Tyler, a barista who agrees to help her escape from Nevermore. However, she is apprehended by the principal and taken back to the school. Later, Tyler and Wednesday meet at the local carnival, and Wednesday has a vision of Rowan's death. Rowan attempts to kill her, but is murdered by a monster, saving Wednesday's life. Some really cool moments in this episode includes Wednesday's piranha stunt is gloriously unhinged. She smirks as the bullies scream in the pool. Wednesday's iconic cello performance of Painted Black on the balcony sets her vibe perfectly. How Wednesday's and Enid's room is split. One side is a rainbow explosion, the other is Wednesday's grim, black and white aesthetic. In the second episode, Wednesday tries to convince a skeptical Sheriff Galpin that the perpetrator of the murders is in fact a monster. Suddenly, Rowan reappears unharmed. Wednesday doubts her sanity and decides to investigate the murders herself. She roams the campus inquiring about Rowan and is told by the principal he has been expelled. Meanwhile, Weems grows worried about Wednesday's visions, keeping close tabs on her. Wednesday confronts a defensive Rowan as he leaves the school and sends Thing to follow him. Thing loses him and Rowan is revealed to be Principal Weems, who has shapeshifted into him. She goes into the woods with Tyler to find evidence that Rowan is actually dead. She finds his glasses, which triggers her to have a vision when she touches them. She discovers that Rowan was the one who tried to kill her earlier in the first episode. She has visions of a book, which apparently, according to Nevermore's first normie teacher, Miss Thornhill, it used to belong to an old student society that no longer exists, called the Nightshades. In her search for the book, she overhears Bianca planning to rig the upcoming tournament, a student competition named the Poe Cup. Wednesday joins Enid to defeat Bianca and win the tournament. She also discovers an Edgar Allan Poe statue that holds a book with riddles, which leads her to discover a hidden library within the school. In the library, she finds the book Rowan was talking about, as well as a picture of the Nightshades, which shows that her parents were members. The episode ends as she is captured. In the third episode, Wednesday finds herself tied up and surrounded by members of an elite student society, including Bianca and Xavier. It turns out they are the new Nightshades. She frees herself and leaves the library, taking the book with her. Weems orders Wednesday to accompany the high school band to an upcoming town ceremony run by Mayor Noble Walker, where she has to play her cello at a later event to unveil the new Joseph Crockstone statue, a founding pilgrim of Jericho. A drawing in the book leads her to an exhibition at a local fair. There, she finds an image that matches the vision she had in the previous episode. The young girl covered in white with blonde hair who looks exactly like her, and she's holding a book, the Codex Umbrarum. In the forest, Wednesday has another vision that shows the blonde look-alike named Goody Addams, a distant relative, being accused of witchcraft. Joseph locks Goody and everyone else who is accused of being a witch, including her mother, in the house and sets it ablaze.
But Goody escapes because she's the only one who is not changed to the building. Unfortunately, everyone else died in the fire. Wednesday is ambushed by the monster, which she discovers by its footprints to be human. Back in town, Wednesday disrupts the ceremony by having Thing destroy a commemorative statue of Joseph Crackstone and is scolded by Principal Weems. While investigating a crime scene in the forest, the sheriff finds a camera that captured photographs of the monster. In the fourth episode, Wednesday and Thing break into the coroner's office to copy the files of the monster's victims. Unfortunately, the sheriff and the coroner also arrive, and Wednesday hides away. She finds out through their conversation that the monster/human is cutting body parts from each of its victims. Wednesday becomes suspicious of Xavier and follows him into his art studio, where she discovers several drawings of the monster. She grabs a few keys for evidence, but right as she was about to leave, Xavier sees her, and to cover her tracks, she asks him to the Raven Dance, and he excitedly says yes. While looking at the drawings, she recognizes a pattern that leads her and her new friend Eugene to the monster's cave. There, they find a broken claw. She grabs it to run a DNA test on it. Tyler showed up at her door dressed up to take Wednesday to the Raven Dance. Thing had pretended to be Wednesday and wrote a letter to Tyler asking him to the dance. Because of the surprise visit, Wednesday tells Eugene they'll visit the cave another night. But Eugene, who is privy to Wednesday's investigative work, decides to go alone. He witnesses a cloaked figure blow up the monster's cave. The dance is interrupted by Mayor Walker's son Lucas, who triggers the building's fire sprinklers in revenge for Wednesday's disruption of the town's ceremony. Wednesday senses that Eugene is in danger and heads into the forest, only to find him gravely injured by the monster. The standout moment was Wednesday's dance. Jenna Ortega's improvised moves are hypnotic and perfectly weird. In the fifth episode, we are taken 32 years earlier, when Gomez Addams was arrested at Nevermore on suspicion of killing Garrett Bates, a descendant of Joseph Crackstone. In present time, the Addamses visit Wednesday on Parents' Weekend at Nevermore. The entire episode flashes back and forth between 1990 and the present day of 2022. A family therapy session is cut short when Wednesday confronts her parents about the suspected murder. Meanwhile, Sheriff Galpin learns that the coroner committed suicide after admitting to fabricating Gates's autopsy report. Galpin concludes that Gomez is guilty and arrests him. In prison, Gomez reveals to Wednesday that he was covering for Morticia, who actually killed Garrett. Wednesday and Morticia dig up Garrett's grave to find that he had been lethally poisoned before he was killed, but are caught by police and arrested for the night. Later, they confront Mayor Walker, who reveals that Garrett intended to poison the entire school due to his father's hate for outcasts. Mayor Walker agrees to release Gomez after admitting to covering up Garrett's motive. Back at Nevermore, Principal Weems reluctantly admits to covering up Rowan's death by means of shapeshifting in an effort to evade controversy at the school. Wednesday and the principal head to the balcony and discover a message in the grass made out of fire. Fire will rain. In the sixth episode, Wednesday attempts to summon Goody, an ancestor and fellow psychic who killed Crackstone. But the seance is cut short with a visit from Enid and a mysterious letter that randomly appears from under the door that reads, "If you want answers, meet inside Crackstone's crypt." During a surprise birthday party, Wednesday has a vision of Goody, who instructs her to seek out the Gates mansion. There, she witnesses Mayor Walker as he is leaving the building and sneaks into his car. After arriving back in town, Mayor Walker is hit by a car and severely injured. Principal Weems locks down the school and forbids Wednesday to leave campus. With Tyler and Enid's help, she escapes and returns to the Gates mansion. There, they discover that Laurel Gates, Garrett's younger sister, long believed to be dead, might still be alive. They find the severed body parts of the monster's victims in a cellar, but are forced to flee after being ambushed by the monster. Wednesday leads Galpin to the cellar, only to find it empty. At Nevermore, Wednesday convinces Weems not to expel her to further pursue her investigation. At the hospital, an unknown figure kills Mayor Walker.
In the 7th episode, which starts at Mayor Walker's funeral, Wednesday notices a lurking figure and chases it into the forest. The figure is revealed to be Uncle Fester, who explains to Wednesday that the monster she has been investigating is a Hyde. He also tells her there's a secret diary written by Nathaniel Faulkner, Nevermore's founder, that could have more information about the outcast monster, which can be found at Nightshade's headquarters. Together, they retrieve a diary from the hidden library, which reveals that a Hyde must always have a master. Later, they track and follow Xavier, who they witness meeting up with Dr. Kinbot, Wednesday's therapist, in the forest. After returning from a date with Tyler, Wednesday finds her dorm room vandalized, the diary stolen, and Thing gravely injured. Research into Laurel Gates reveals that she is both alive and the master of the Hyde. Wednesday initially suspects Dr. Kinbot, but Kinbot is killed by Hyde. Police arrive to arrest Xavier, who Wednesday believes to be the Hyde. Wednesday meets with Tyler and kisses him, but suddenly has a vision of him being the Hyde and runs off. Tyler is the Hyde, not Xavier.
In the final episode of the season, Wednesday and her classmates kidnap Tyler, and Wednesday tortures him to try to make him confess. Appalled by her methods, her classmates alert Principal Weems, and Wednesday is arrested. At the police station, Tyler secretly confesses to Wednesday that he is the monster. Fed up with Wednesday's antics, Weems expels her from Nevermore. Wednesday, accompanied by Weems, visits Eugene at the hospital, whose description of the figure he saw at the Monstrous Cave matches Miss Thornhill, a teacher at Nevermore. Weems, disguised as Tyler, and Wednesday get Thornhill to confess that she is Laurel Gates and manipulated Tyler into killing the victims as part of her scheme to resurrect Joseph Crockstone and wipe out all outcasts. However, Laurel kills Weems and subdues Wednesday. However, she needs Wednesday's blood, an Addams relative, to unlock the sarcophagus, which needs to happen on a blood moon. Using Wednesday's blood, Laurel resurrects Crockstone and leaves Wednesday to die, but Goody appears and heals her. Enid, having finally transformed into her werewolf form, defeats Tyler in his Hyde form while Crockstone reaches Nevermore. With Xavier's help, Wednesday destroys and kills Crockstone, and Eugene helps defeat Laurel. Xavier is released from prison, Tyler is detained, and Wednesday departs Nevermore Academy, which is closing for the remainder of the semester. So now you can jump right into Season 2. Thank you for watching. Tell me what you think about Xavier not in Season 2. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video. I'm out.